Hello everybody, how is everybody doing on to this beautiful Monday afternoon or evening, depending on where you are, maybe even morning. Nice to see you guys. It is lovely to see you, my beautiful Lilith. I'm so glad to see you here. Hello to my dear friend Watson. It is also nice to see you here, sweetie. Hello to Jasmine, Ramadana, Big Cleo. Hello to Laura. So just one moment over here. We're going to start this off. And voila. So we're actually going to start this live off over here with Jasmine. She's going to be the first one up for tonight. Hello, Paula. So Jasmine, okay, this one is no good. We're going to go with this one over here. No, this is not what I want. I want this one, and voila. So, here we go, and let's just go see. All right. So, Jasmine, I hope that you had a beautiful weekend. I hope that things went really, really well. You got to babysit your grandbabe today for 5.5 hours. You felt like you needed a nap, right? Oh, I know. Apparently they are so, I mean, they just take, whenever you're not used to having children anymore, oh my gosh, they just kind of suck your soul out, don't they? They just kind of take all your energy, sweetie. I get you. I do. Sea salt on watermelon. I don't know about the salty sweet. I ate watermelon yesterday and today, but there was no sea salt on it. I'm not as much for that sweet and savory, I have to say, but I do guess it could be good. So let's go see. Jasmine, a general read. Let's start off with that. So what do we have coming out from the 19th until the 24th? All right, so I am seeing over here all together, I kind of feel as though for the week of the 19th all the way to the 24th, beautiful. I feel like this is truly about moving ahead. It's about continuing. It's about a little bit shifting. It's shifting your energy is really what it is. I feel like you're taking it from where you are. You're simply moving it to elsewhere. And this could be a little bit what is coming on up into your question number 5. Maybe this is why you're actually shifting your energy, right? So I'm ultimately going to have to say, I don't really see all that much movement coming in for you from the 19th until the 24th. I don't see anything bad. I don't see anything really, honestly, the best that I can see and the most that I can see is actually really, really quite beautiful and really important. So we must not, underestimate it itself, but it is about you having somewhat of a rebirth. So I don't know what exactly happened to you when you were gone into this retreat. Just kind of feel like it did some really good things for you, but I don't necessarily see any advancement in love or nothing really happening work-wise or anything. So I'm going to say it's going to be a peaceful week. Based on your trip this weekend, what happened on the work I did for yourself and manifestations, and what are any messages that the universe wants to give you? Let's go and see. What are any messages that the universe wants to give out to you? Ultimately, I feel as though the universe wants you to liberate yourself. The universe wants you to reflect upon what it is that you desire, what it is that you want, and really just wants you to let everything go. What do you want, Jasmine, is what the universe wants to ask you. What are you looking for? What is it that you hope for? This is what the universe wants you to look at, wants you to work upon. So this is about also you looking towards a future, looking towards victory, looking towards success, and that is how you're ultimately going to be getting it. Number 3. Let's go and see for number 3. And to number 3, I'm going to say that we're a little bit indecisive. We don't quite know what it is that we want altogether over here. I do feel as though we were happy. I do feel like this was a good thing. I feel like it was a beautiful adventure that you guys spent together. But ultimately, I feel as though we are indecisive if there's anything else that we would want necessarily from you. So things are really, really just kind of unclear. we like you as a friend, we like you as a person, but do we want to be into a relationship? We don't know yet. Number 4. Okay. All right, let's go and see that, sweetie. So, ultimately, I feel as though he wants to, I feel like we should not take this message and bring it on to a different level. I don't feel as though it is there. I don't feel like that is what we want. I ultimately believe over here, Jasmine, that we are wanting to be good friends. We want you to know that we enjoyed our time together, that it was nice, that it was beautiful, it was an agreeable, and it was a very nice weekend. We would like to repeat it, but I feel like it was a very beautiful and friendly gesture coming from him. So I'm definitely going to have to say, let's go step by step, but I feel like this was more of a friendly gesture. And for number 5, okay. Let's go and see. So let's go over here. All right, I'm going to say over here, I feel as though, and I kind of like the direction it's going in, but at the same time, I want you to kind of be careful because I feel as though he wants to go with you onto this adventure into, you know, with a European over here, but more as a friendship. So I kind of feel that this is not necessarily going into love, but it's going more into friendship. So at some point you are going to realize if ever you do see him flirting or doing anything with anybody else, you're going to know that you have been friend zoned. I feel like this is a little bit where it is going. I feel like we enjoy your company, but I don't necessarily feel as though this is still for a relationship. I'm still going to say that this is more into the friend zone, sweetie. All right, let's go and see over here, Ramadana. Energy check on Raymond towards you. Let's go and figure that out, sweetie. Big Cleo is next. My beautiful Amy, if you could please post your questions, sweetie. And hello to my beautiful Sierra Michelle Tarot. Nice to see you. So, Amy, please do post your question. I am with Ramadana, Big Cleo, and then it will be your turn, followed out by Paula on Sierra. Hello, Zach. How are you doing? Thank you, Jasmine. So let's go and find out. I'm getting over here our 8 of Swords, but reverse position. We're actually feeling kind of liberated. We're wanting to make some type of action towards you after maybe having somewhat of a debate, somewhat of a conflict, or somewhat of a disagreement. So I'm going to say ultimately over here, the energy on Raymond towards you, we want to reach out. We want to repair things. Ultimately, we're trying to fix things. We're trying to make things better. We don't really know how. So we need your help, sweetie, because we care for you. We do love you. We don't really know how to make things better. We need your help. I like the way you said that, Lola. Yes, you. Ramadana, let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. We want to repair the bridges. We want to repair what has been wrong. And we simply just want to be back with you, sweetie. We want things to be good. We want things to be strong. We want things to be better, but we just don't know how to do it. Hello, Renesha. Thank you, sweetie. Big Cleo, will Pisces and you meet up this week? And if so, will you date exclusively as a couple after that? Let's go see. Hopefully the energy will have changed. What do you do, Ramadana? Well, that is ultimately to you. What do you do? Raymond's been around for quite some time, my beautiful Ramadana. Hold on, Big Cleo, just one moment. Raymond has been around you for quite some time. He does want to repair things. He does want to be with you. You ultimately do kind of want to be with him because you've been holding on to him and you've been thinking about him. So ultimately, I'm going to take some cards out, but I kind of feel like you do need to give a little bit of a chance. I know that you have a lot of sorrow. I know that you're afraid. You don't want to have any pain whatsoever. You just want happiness into your world. But you know what? I feel like this time he is strong. He is there, and he's not really going to give up on you. So ultimately, I'm going to say, if you do still love him and you do want to give him a chance, please go for it. Life with regrets is not a life worth living. So if you do love him and you do have some beautiful feelings, go for it. Give him a last chance, sweetie. Big Cleo, sweetie, good evening. Yes. Well, Pisces and you meet up this week, and if so, let's go and find out. Are you going to be dating exclusively? Look at that. Knight of Pentacles. Are you meeting? Absolutely. Is it going to be an easy type of connection? Is it going to be an easy type of conversation? Nah, not necessarily. I do see over here with our Knight of Swords, though, that we are thinking there's going to be some tensions. Ultimately, everything is going to be okay, and I do believe that you are going to be having these new beginnings. So I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say exclusively yes, and I do believe that you guys are going to be meeting up, and it is going to be good. I feel like, as I said, there's going to be a little bit of a period over here where during this date, during this period, not after, but during the actual meeting, where things might seem a little bit off, where you're going to be wondering what is really going on. Are we going back into a fight? What is happening? But then things are just going to kind of dissipate for you, and things are going to work out. Thank you, Amy. So, will Pisces and Big Cleo meet up this week? Thank you, Lilith. And that is a yes. And will they date exclusively as a couple after this meeting? Also, yes, sweetie. And will Pisces and Big Cleo be a couple soon for a long time to come? So will Pisces and Big Cleo be together as a couple soon for a long time to come? And that is ultimately a beautiful yes. So let's go and validate this one for you. Thank you, Lilith. You always do, my beautiful. All right. So will you and Pisces be a couple together for a long time to come? All right, Paula, you are going to be after our beautiful Amy. So here we go. I'm getting our Four of Pentacles followed on out by our Sun. So what I'm going to say ultimately over here, I'm still getting our Knight of Pentacles coming on out, offering to you, as we were offering into your very first reading. He was there offering you love also. Ultimately, I'm going to say, is Pisces going to be a couple with you for a very long time to come soon? It is a definite yes. I feel as though we're going to be able to leave whatever sorrows, whatever sadness, whatever frustrations we have had in order to actually move on forward this time, but maybe with different tools, different ways of acting upon things. So maybe different solutions are going to be coming on in so that this situation does not repeat itself again. So it is a yes onto this one. My beautiful Big Cleo. It is so lovely to see you, sweetie. Let's go and see our dear friend over here, Amy. Let me just go and make sure everything is good into PayPal. And voila. And everything is good. So let's go for it. We are with Amy, followed by Paula, Sierra, Jasmine, and Renesha. Amy, Cancer's energy. Let's go for it. Cancer's energy. You parked your car. You're here. Okay. Hello, Amy. All right. That is called safe driving, my beautiful Paula. I like this. Yes. So let's go and find out, first of all, what we want to know over here for Amy is Cancer's energy. What do we have? I'm getting the Six of Wands. Success is in reverse. Honestly, right now, we don't believe that this relationship is going to work out, that we are trying to fix, but we're still moving on forward. We're still trying our very best. Why, you would wonder, why would somebody continue into a relationship where there is no love when we do have love elsewhere? Simple reason, money. And money has driven him for the longest of time. So money is the main reason coming on out over here, sweetie. So I feel as though we are continuing, the Cancer's energy is continuing towards the wife and kind of letting go of everybody else around, even though we don't truly believe into this relationship. Cancer's thoughts and hopes with Amy into the future. So, Cancer's thoughts and hopes with Amy into the future. All right, into the future, I am getting over here. For the moment, I'm getting somewhat of some conflict. I'm getting some disagreement. I'm getting that we don't quite have all the same plans. We don't have all the same ambition. Ultimately over here, I'm saying that we need to change things. We need to transform. We need to have a rebirth of this relationship. I feel like we need to pause the relationship that we have together in order to try to work out the other one. And into Cancer's mind. Cancer's mind is thinking, you know what? I'm going to try and repair what is going on over here. Once that is repaired, once we believe into me once again, then I'll be able to contact you again. As twisted as that is, sweetie. So today when you babysat, what were his thoughts and feelings as he drove on by? All right, as for the then, I feel like we were trying at that very moment to have some self-control. We were trying to not stop on by because we wanted to stop by. We wanted to talk to you. We wanted to express some things to you. So it was really, really difficult. But we did hold on and we did, not stop. But we really, really did want to. What about his thoughts later on? Paula, you're up next, sweetie. Sierra, Jasmine, and Renesha. So here we go. I'm getting as for later on, we're having some wishful thinking. Into our mind, we're still thinking that you're going to wait for us, that you're going to be there for us, that we do have a lot of options, and you're just going to be there, kind of daydreaming, kind of waiting upon whenever he is going to be ready. So into his mind, later on, if it's fantasy or not, into his world, it kind of is, because it is a beautiful fantasy that he has, that you're going to be there, that you're going to wait no matter what. And when he reaches out, what are going to be his thoughts on his hopes? Thoughts and hopes whenever we do reach out. I'm going to say we're going to be wanting a lot of passion. We're going to also be wanting to come clean to you. We're going to want to be quite truthful with you. We're going to want to tell you what exactly is going on. But at the same time, we want you to know that we are very jealous, that we don't really want to see you with anybody else. And that ultimately, altogether, we would really, really like for you to wait for us until we're available to see you, to meet you. Kind of crazy, isn't it, Amy? It's selfish into many, many different kind of ways. Azaria, could you please send me to my email, sweetie? Please send out to my email, okay? That's it, right? Your rental closing's delayed. Pushed back, yes. Not exciting. No, I know, Zaria. I didn't see all that much exciting this week. This week I was seeing some delays. This is what I was seeing, definitely. Zaria, send me your questions by email, okay, beautiful? Thank you so very much, sweetie. Tika, nice to see you, beautiful. Paula, who is parked onto the side of the road. A general reading, also reading on ex-girlfriend Leo, and how is she feeling? Here we go for Paula. You can't wait to go home to eat, right? Do you know what you're eating, Paula? Is supper already planned? I rarely know what I'm going to eat. Honestly, I'll take something out and then I just kind of figure something out with whatever it is that I took out. I know, Amy. Oh, I hope so for you, beautiful Tika. How are things going with Melvin, Tika? Here we go, not Big Cleo, but Paula. So we would like to know over here, a general reading, what is going on ultimately into your life. It is about, yes, you do have some success. Financially speaking, I feel like things are good. Amy, I'm sending you so much love, beautiful. I'm going to say, you know what, Paula, there are some great things. I feel like your life is, if you take out the whole part of love, life is going well for you. You can't really complain all that much. I'm going to say ultimately, there's a lot of choices. Financially speaking, I feel like things are okay. I feel like you could get more if you wanted more, but you don't really want all that more, because I don't feel like you really want extra work or extra charge of work or extra responsibilities. I feel like you've had enough with what you have. But ultimately, I want you to know that if you did want more, you could definitely have more, but you're not happy. You're not happy because what is coming on out over here with Leo. So ultimately, I'm going to say you're a little bit up into the air. You don't really know what to do. Sometimes it's a yes, sometimes it's a no. There's a lot of anxiousness. There's a lot going on over here. Ultimately, you would like to have good news. You would like her to come back. Even if you say that you don't want her to, you would. Why? Because I just feel like you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose Leo because you do love her, and it is a complex situation. And obviously, you've done absolutely nothing, so it's kind of difficult to accept the ending of a relationship on something that you have done absolutely nothing to create. Hello to Garnet. How are you doing, sweetie? Let's go and see over here. Is she talking with someone? Is she talking with somebody over here? I do believe that she is talking with somebody, but is she talking with somebody for a love relationship? Well, ultimately, I don't believe that she's interested into this person, so it's a definite no. But is she talking to someone? I'm going to say yes. Ex-girlfriend Leo, how is she feeling? Before, let's go and see with our pendulum. Is ex-girlfriend Leo speaking with somebody else onto a dating app? And that is a yes. Is she interested into this person? And that is a no. Also, let's go and find out how she feels about you. Sierra is up next, followed by Jasmine and Renesha. All right, here we go. The Knight. Hello, Lexi. Nice to see you, beautiful. Thank you. Followed out by our Page of Pentacles. Also getting over here our Knight. I'm definitely going to have to say over here, with our Page of Pentacles, our Page of Swords, followed out by our Knight, who's just coming on in, coming to offer something to you. Ultimately, ex-girlfriend Leo does want to reunite with you. She does want to have those beautiful beginnings again, but at this moment, she knows that it's not going to be possible, that you are going to say a no. So she is going to wait a little bit longer, sweetie. She's going to continue to be a little bit on, off the radar. She's going to become a little bit more... She's going to wait, ultimately, is what I want to say over here. But does she still love you? Yes. Does she still want to be with you? Ultimately, it's a yes. So let's go and see for Paula. Girlfriend ex Leo, does she still love Paula? And that is a yes. Does she still want to be with Paula? Also yes. Will she reach out to Paula? Also a yes, sweetie. Paula, sending you so much love, beautiful. Sierra, you would like a love reading. You have a bunch of silly men trying to get your attention. Honestly, you always have silly men trying to get your attention, sweetie. You think it's mostly for sex, right? Versus anything committal. Well, let's go and see if there's anybody into this whole package who wants to actually give you something that is good, that is beautiful, and that is worthy of it. Here we go. Will Paula and ex-girlfriend Leo, thank you, beautiful Zara, be back together? And that is a yes. And in how many weeks will they be back together? And I'm getting over here in approximately 3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks, Paula. It is my pleasure, sweetie. Sierra, let's go and find out what's going on with all these silly men. Is there actually one of them who is there, who is strong and wanting to just kind of affront every single other one of them and just take that place and have you into their life? Let's go and see. Hello, Sean. Nice to see you. How are you doing, Sean? So our knight over here, our knight is kind of playing it safe, definitely. I kind of feel as though you are a little bit entertaining, but not all that much, I do have to say. Ultimately, you do have some who are really just there for sex, who are going to be coming on in and leaving back out. But I'm also going to say that I feel that you do have one of them who seems to have darker colored hair, who seems to have a tiny little bit of facial hair, not a lot. Now, this person is interested in you, is trying to play, and really, when I say play, is really just trying to make the right moves in love, sweetie. So there's a lot of silly them, but I'm going to say there is one of them who seems a little bit more important, who seems a little bit more caring, and who does really want your happiness, who is looking towards a future. And as I said, they have dark hair, they have dark eyes, a little bit of a pinch perhaps, or something, a little bit of facial hair. They're very strong, very intelligent, and this person is just really taking it very, very slowly. As for the others, I'm going to say they're a little bit silly, sweetie. But you do at least have one of them into those bunch of silly men who really does want your attention and who is wanting an actual relationship from you. Ultimately speaking, other than those silly love men, is anybody truly coming on in? What is going to be happening? Let's take a deck out and go see. So we are with Sierra. Jasmine and Renisha are up next. A general love reading. So many possibilities. Which shall you choose, my beautiful Sierra? You've got a lot of people around you. Our page, they're immature, not quite ready for the relationship. Here you go. Immature in love, immature in finances. This is somebody, a lot of people who want to be with you, at least two of them who really just want to be with you for sexual reasons. We've got a knight over here. Ultimately, I'm going to say there is only one of them who truly wants to be with you. And that is the person that I did describe. As for the others, they're kind of wanting into your life, but they're not really wanting anything serious. They're not wanting to be with you for love, for marriage, for children, for moving in together, and everything that you would think about onto that. So I'm going to say give it a little bit more time so that this knight just kind of appears a little bit more serious, and see where you're going to go from that, sweetie. But I definitely say keep your options open. Hello, Nunit. How are you doing, sweetie? I think that's a good name for Lilith, Honey Bun. I like that. That is so sweet. Sierra, let me know if there's anything else, my beautiful. Let's move over to Jasmine's questions. Azaria, I did receive your email, by the way. So, number one, Jasmine. Okay. Ultimately, Jasmine, I'm going to tell you what I do see at this moment, and it could change because, you know, tarot is good for a certain amount of time. You have to validate every once in a while because of the energy that changes all the time. Ultimately, I'm not going to say that it's a no for a relationship into the very far future, but I'm going to say at least from here till Christmas time, I'm going to say no. It's more about friendship, spending time together. I just hope that you don't get stuck into that friend zone, but time is going to tell that. Question number 2. I'm going to say for this moment, sweetie, I don't necessarily feel as though we are seeing you as a potential partner. I feel as though we see you as somebody that we do have as a good friend. A lot of things in common that we can share, that we can be together, that we can laugh, but without all the complications of being into a relationship. So for this moment, I don't feel like he's looking at that. Number 3. No, I definitely will not, sweetie. I'm going to say over here, beautiful. As for your question number 3, are you going to be seeing any in Rome? There's no doubt about it, sweetie. It is a yes, yes, and a yes. Are you going to hook up with any of them, though? I don't feel so. What I'm going to say to you, though, because that does answer your question altogether, I feel like things are going to go well. I feel like you're going to have fun. You're going to have beautiful weather. It's going to be great. And you're going to be really, really excited to see him whenever he does arrive. I'm just going to say be careful. A girl alone in Rome, there's a lot of thieves. I lived in Italy for quite some time. Beautiful place, beautiful people, beautiful history, beautiful architecture. I love them to death. Honestly, I do. But I am going to say, I just really want you to be careful for yourself, especially being alone. I mean, if you're with somebody else, even then, you have to be careful. A lot of tourists, where there's tourists, there are thieves. So just be very, very careful on what you do and where you go. All right? But are things going to go well? Yes, sweetie. I don't see any problems whatsoever. Beautiful. Let's go and see. No, it is not, Nunit. We're not Friday. We're Monday. No licking icing off the body. No, I'm sorry. You need to see the manager, don't you? I think you do, yes. The manager is apparently out at this moment. Let's go and see our dear friend, Renesha. Oscar was blocked, but only on a messenger, not Facebook. He probably tried to reach you, but couldn't. But how does Alonso feel about you? Okay, so we're thinking about Oscar, but we're kind of pushing him away at the same time, right, Renesha? You're hilarious, my sweetie. Zaria, I have not forgotten about you. You are going to be right after Tika, then I'm going to be with Lex. So let's go and see. Renesha, what's going on with Alonso? How does Alonso feel about you? Because Oscar's kind of half blocked, right? Let's go see. So Oscar was blocked, but only on the messenger, not Facebook. Honestly, I feel like if we're blocked on one, I don't even know what happens when you're blocked. What happens? Do you not see anything from this person? Do you get any type of messages? What happens? I don't know. All right, so Oscar was blocked only from messenger. Let's go and find this out. Thank you, Juanson, for that list, sweetie. So what about Alonso? Because, yeah, Oscar's a little bit, here and there, right? Alonso, okay. Alonso, who is kind of a little bit running away, kind of putting things on pause, is thinking about you, but nothing much more for the moment. So I'm going to say we're thinking about you, and we're wondering what you're doing, what you're up to, if you're with somebody else, because ultimately, I feel as though we are a little bit sad. We're sad that we're not together. We're sad that we're not able to do anything together. We have not moved on forward. But the only hick that I do see over here is we're thinking about you, we're wondering what you're doing, but we're not actually taking any action. So I'm going to say we miss you, we're wondering what's going on, but we're not quite ready to make that action to say, okay, I miss her. Let's take this action. Let's see if she wants to come with me, if she wants to be back with me, if she wants to move on forward with me. This we're not actually doing right now. So hopefully it will come on up into the future, because ultimately we are thinking about you and we are definitely believing that we are meant to be together. And I don't feel really as though he wants to continue on without you, sweetie. So I'm going to say you are loved, but you are loved from a distance, Renesha. Oh, you asked for free cookies, Juanson. Renesha, let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. Tika, do I see you getting a new car? Oh, my beautiful. I hope so. I don't think I got your answer on how things going with Melvin, beautiful. Let's go see. So Tika, Zaria, and Lux. So do I see you getting a new car on the time framing and how? Let's go and figure this out. All right, so here we go. I am getting our Knight of Wands followed on out by our Three of Swords. I know, Renesha, honestly, my gosh, if you think about something, I say, or if you think about something or somebody, why don't you make the move towards them? Honestly, what is up with all of this? Oh, okay, Tika, I am glad for that. I like that news. I'm going to say over here, for car, it's going to take a little bit of time. Do I see you getting a new car? Not right away, beautiful. I'm going to say not for the following 3 months. I feel like within the following 3 months, there's a beautiful possibility. Something seems to be opening. Some type of possibility is going to be there for you that is just not available at this moment. So I'm going to say yes within the following 3 months. We're in July, August, November. I'm going to say somewhere around the end of October, sweetie. So somewhere around the end of October, you should be getting a different car altogether here, sweetie. Let me know, my beautiful Tika, if there's anything else I can do for you. Hello, Angelina. Nice to see you. Let me go and answer your question because it is so sweet and simple. I don't want to make you wait for that, sweetie. Let me go and answer Angela right away. Zaria is next, followed by Lex. So beautiful, Angelina. Are you going to get your drivers in August? Let's go see that, sweetie. It is nice to see you tonight. Thank you, Tika. I'm so happy that things are good with you and Melvin. My beautiful, I would really, really love to say a yes. I don't know if you're going to cancel your appointment. I don't know exactly what is going to go on. I don't feel like August is going to be the time. I'm going to say September, sweetie. So Angelina, at the very worst, I say, why don't you cancel for August and make some plans for the one in September? Practice and go for it in September. You're going to get it. But August, I feel like it's doubtful. From what I'm seeing with Spirit at this moment, I'm going to say a no. But September is a yes. You feel like he's definitely, it's not even just a feeling he's confused. He is confused. Yes, yes, and yes, he is confused, sweetie. Oh my gosh, yes, but no. He knows that he doesn't want to be with you. He knows that he loves you. He just doesn't really know what he wants other than that. He knows that you belong into his life, but other than that, how do you belong into his life? This is it. You're stagnant. Your energy is there. He can't get rid of you. He loves you. He wants you. He just doesn't know what to do with it. You thought about canceling, right, Angelina? I'm going to say cancel, sweetie. September is going to be the time, not August. For some reason, something's going to go a little bit off. I don't know if it's going to be raining. I don't know what's going to be happening. I just don't quite feel as though you're prepared right now. So, Angelina, September is going to be the time for you, sweetie. Let's move on forward to Zaria. Beautiful Zaria. I'm moving on over towards you. And here we go. What is Daniel Olivo thinking about me? Just be careful, okay, Zaria, with the amount of questions, please, sweetie. So what is Daniel Olivo thinking about you? Let's go and find out. I'm going to say for the moment, Daniel Olivo, I'm getting my Ace of Pentacles in reverse, my Six of Swords. I feel as though we don't really want to leave you. We don't want to give up on you, but at the same time, we're not really willing or wanting to have anything at this moment. So I'm going to say we're thinking about you, but we're ultimately very confused about what it is that we want. Messages from Daniel Olivo. We're going to go and see the very truthful deck over here. Okay, I'm getting over here that we do need to think before we do actually act. You do need to know that you already know the answer to everything that you're asking right now, Zaria. Gossip is only going to be hurting us. Let's take it one step at a time and let's not listen to anybody else who is around us. And I'm also getting that I do lie awake thinking about our future. Now, have your mom's neighbor at 833 Noble been gossiping about you and still envious and jealous of you? Ultimately, I'm going to say a yes over here for the gossiping, and I'm going to say a yes also for the being envious and jealous of you. I'm going to say envious and jealous. I'm not going to say envious or jealous. I'm going to add both of them. Has Fuquan Finley been telling lies on your name to other people? Ultimately, I feel like we would like to. We really, really would, but I don't believe like we have. So I'm going to say a no, although we do sometimes think about it. Is Daniel Olivo sexually attracted to you? That is a definite yes. Yes, yes, and yes. And will you close at least 2 rentals this week? All right, so I'm getting our swords. They're in limbo. They're wondering, yes, no, yes, no. Ultimately, I don't feel like you're really getting that answer. I'm going to say no rentals this week, sweetie. I'm going to say none whatsoever. And I don't want to ruin up your energy, so I want you to think positive. I want you to go on in and think, these are going to come towards me. You need to change your energy. Energy does change. So go on really, really positive, and hopefully the energy will change on out for you. For the moment, I'm going to say no. And are you going to get the job at Eclairo International? Right. I'm going to say over here, for some reason, I'm going to say a no. I feel as though there is somebody who has maybe more experience than you into that domain or into that department. So I'm going to say no onto your question, onto your last question there. And if I move on forward to over here, will you get a car by December this year? Let's go see. Will Zaria get a car by December this year? All right, you're definitely going to be having the options. There's no doubt about it. So I feel like you can go and get one, but I don't feel like you are going to. So I feel like the option is there, but I feel like you're going to wait more till January or February, sweetie. Hello, my beautiful Susan. How are you doing, sweetie? What is going on with Andrew? Is he sleeping with his best friend, Chantel? Ooh, okay, we will check that out. It is my pleasure, Zaria. Wishing you the most lovely evening. before I move over to Lex, let's go and see over here for Nesha. Will your sister, Nia, stop being jealous and hatred towards you, sweetie? Let me go and see that for you before I let you go. So let's go and answer Renesha over here, followed out by Lex and Sierra. Thank you so very much, Sierra. So, will your sister, Nia, stop being jealous and hatred towards you? I'm getting still some anger. I'm still getting a lot of him being impulsive. I'm seeing over here that we do want to be the leader. We do want to control. And ultimately, we just feel as though this is somewhat of a failure, somewhat of some resistance. So, are we going to stop being jealous and hatred towards you? Unfortunately, not for the following 3 to 6 months. After that, the energy can change, but for the moment, I'm going to say no onto that one, sweetie. I'm sorry, beautiful. That's not fun. Let's go and see Lex over here. So we're going to put a timestamp for Lex at 46 minutes, please. How is CJ feeling and thinking about you? And he seemed like he was happy to be around you yesterday. So how is CJ feeling and thinking about you for our beautiful Lexi? Ultimately, he was. Ultimately, I feel like you were also. So I'm going to say over here, we always do feel as though we're a little bit caught into a situation that we can't necessarily always be free. But ultimately, were we happy? Were we into a good position in a good moment? It's a definite yes. So I'm going to say things into our thoughts, into our perspectives are always the same. We still want to be with you, but things are kind of complicated. So we need to mend some things, but we're not quite ready to mend them yet. So still a little bit into that stagnant position, but we were definitely happy to be around you. How does he feel now that he is getting closer to you? Honestly, I feel as though it is a little bit of a return into the past. This is not an old cycle. This is something that you guys have been through before. So he just kind of feels like he's getting back to home. He's getting back to a place where he is loved, where he is happy, and where he is also, I'm going to say, very important, respected. What is going to happen if he continues to get close to you? What will happen? So, what happens? Ultimately, I kind of feel like there's going to be at some point some decision that's going to have to be made. A lot of hope, a lot of wants, a lot of desires, but ultimately, if he continues to get close to you, I feel like you're going to be into the same type of situation. The only way that you're going to have any change, any modification, is if he decides to leave the other in order to come towards you. But I still don't feel like his energy is quite there. So I just feel as though your connection is going to be a little bit stronger. You'll see each other a little bit more. You'll talk to each other a little bit more. It'll be more positive, but you're still ultimately not getting what it is that you desire. Ultimately, he needs to leave the other and be with you. Messages. All right, into the messages. I do listen to what you say, and I do try to find a solution within myself. I feel as though others are trying to tell me what it is that I need to do. Are you going to listen to me, to what I have to say, to how I am feeling? I need you to send me some love, some healing, because I am ultimately struggling. And I know that you are the one that I do want to spend my life with. Honestly, sometimes I do not really know what it is that I did wrong. Sometimes I'm a little bit clueless. I want you to know that I have made up my mind and I'm not going to be wasting any time anymore. You have left every part of me absolutely untouched into this beautiful divine union. I now realize who you are to me. And I want you to know that I am about to confess my true feelings, but you also need to be willing to listen. All right, I know, Renesha. I'm sorry, sweetie. I really, really am beautiful. Let's go and see Sierra. Do I think it's Lou who wants the actual relationship? You said somebody with dark hair. The other two are bald. Oh, well, okay then. And you have a date this week. Okay, let me go see if I think it's Lou, sweetie. It's definitely not the bald man because there's definitely hair and they do have dark hair. So let's go see if this is Lou. So we are with Sierra at this moment, followed by Paula and Renesha. I will check that out, my beautiful Renesha. So I am getting over here our 7 of Pentacles, followed on out by our 4 of Wands. Also getting over here our 7 of Swords. Sweetie, I am going to say that this one, definitely not the one with bald hair, but Lou could definitely be the one who does want that relationship. Why? Because I feel as though Lou over here is looking at different possibilities, looking at different things with you, looking at passion, looking at love, looking at the future, looking at so many different things at the same time. Ultimately, I'm not going to say that we're looking towards marriage. We're not going all that far off into our thought process. But definitely we are not going anywhere, and you do seem to bring an awful lot of happiness into his world. So I am going to say over here, you know what? I have no doubt about it. I'm going to say within all the men, these silly men, Lou is going to be the one, sweetie. So I say enjoy that beautiful date that you guys have together, and let's see where this goes. Well, thank you, Watson. Thank you, sweetie. And you know what? When I laugh now, I don't always cough, which is fantastic. COVID is finally leaving me, my dear gosh. Paula, is she with somebody else right now, dating or sexually speaking? Let's go see that. Is she with somebody else right now? All right. Is she with somebody else? No, 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 no. Lovers, reverse position, 6 of Cups. It is a no. Ultimately, I'm going to say whoever it is that she is talking to, they're obviously interested in her, but she's not interested in them. I just feel as though she continues talking to them because she wants to have that moment. She wants to have that feeling of we say in French, we say appartenance, that feeling of belonging, of being there. This is what she's looking for. She's looking for having a place where we call home, having a place where somebody thinks about us, somebody cares about us. This is ultimately what she is looking for over here. Sierra, enjoy your date, my beautiful one. So ultimately, I'm going to say over here, Paula, is she dating anybody at this moment, sexually, anything of the such? It is a no. We're not dating. We're not, we're not sexting. We're not doing anything, sweetie. We're just chit-chatting. And we ultimately know that whoever it is we're chit-chatting with is not going to go anywhere. I just feel like we need some type of validation right now. So for Paula, is the person that Paula's ex-girlfriend Leo is talking to right now, is she dating this person? Or anybody? Is she dating anybody? That is a no. Is she sexually active with any of these people? Men or women? Anybody? It is a no. Is she with somebody right now? Also a no. No, she's not going to sleep with them. No, no, no. Will she have any sexual relationships with any of the people that she is talking with? No. She just wants that emotional validation is what she's looking for here, sweetie. Renesha, beautiful. Do you need to work a second job in order to speed up the process of you getting a place to save up more money faster? Oh, let's go and see that. Let's go and find out. That is crazy, Renesha. Honestly, sweetie. Well, hello, Megan. Nice to see you, beautiful. Welcome to the channel. You're so sweet, Megan. You had to sage a place altogether before you left out this morning, so you would fight her with, oh my gosh, honestly, Renesha. That is horrible, sweetie. Oh. Okay, let's go see over here. So do you need to work a second job in order to speed up that process of getting that new place? What is truly going on, right? My beautiful. I am getting over here the Sun, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, followed on out by our Emperor. I'm going to say ultimately, if you're able to do so, if you have the time, if you have the possibility to do so, it's definitely not going to do you any harm. It's just really going to speed up the process of you moving on out. If you do get yourself a second job, I'm going to say within the following 4 to 5 months maximum, you have moved out, you have found your own place. If you don't, I still feel like you're going to get your own place. You're still going to be moving on out, but it's going to take a little bit longer. It could take maybe 8 or maybe even 9 months before it does happen. So I'm going to say it is definitely going to help you out to save and to move out faster. And we're actually speaking about pretty much half the time. So with a second job, we're speaking around 4 months. And if you don't take that second job, we're speaking more around 8 or 9 months. Ultimately, I don't want you to be burned out. I don't want you to get so tired, so stressed, and nothing is working anymore and everything just kind of crashes. I don't want your health to pay for it neither. So sometimes it's better to wait out a little bit longer to get what you need and put that money aside so you don't become burned out, so your health stays good. Ultimately, I want you to be careful for that, Renesha. If you are going to go out and get a second job, make sure that you are able to do it and you have the energy for it. Otherwise, don't do it. Stick around a little bit longer, sweetie. I know, sweetie, honestly. Let me go and see over here. Hold on just one moment. I'm actually going to go and move on forward to our dear friend Juanson. Juanson, let's go for it. We're a little bit early, but why not? Here we go. So we do want to know, we're going to start off actually by taking out some, well, you know, yeah, we're not onto sexy tarot, so let's get into the ordinary, into the normal readings. Let's go see what's coming on out for you. Hello and welcome to everybody who is joining us so far. So let's go and find out what do we've got. I know, Renesha, I'm sending you so much love, sweetie. I know, beautiful. Life can be so difficult sometimes. It's absolutely amazing. But you've got this. You know that you're good. You know that you're capable. You know that you have this, sweetie. I just don't want you getting tired. I don't want you getting exhausted. I don't want you getting sick. I prefer for you to stick around a little bit longer where you are, but being healthy, than going out, overworking yourself, and not being well. Let's go and see over here, Juanson, all together, what I do seem to be getting for you. 4 of Wands reverse, our page. You know what? I feel as though things are moving on forward into a great manner, into a slow manner, though. It is really a little bit of a turtle type of manner, which I think is absolutely perfect because we don't really want things. Well, okay, you might want things to go really, really quickly, but it might not be the right thing. So ultimately, I'm going to say for the moment, we're creating, we're there. Elizabeth is thinking about you, thinking about the future, thinking about making some moves. We're not making it yet, but we're thinking about making them. I'm also feeling as though we're just kind of ready. We are ready, and you are ready for whatever it is that's going to be coming close to you. You are ready for it. And I say, fantastic for you. Let's go for it. Whatever is going to come upon, take it on in and just move along like that beautiful fool that we would have who jumps in to many different adventures, because I just feel as though every single step that you're going to take that's a little bit unexpected is going to bring a lot of beauty, wisdom, and surprises into your life. Let's go and see what Spirit has to say over here. I know, Renesha. I know, sweetie, that you're so stressed, beautiful. I know that you're stressed out. I know that things aren't easy. Watson, you cannot truly free yourself from the shadows until you taste it yourself and you choose the light within. I know you're ready. You are. And the High Priestess, mend the health of the inner will and receive that beautiful fortune of wisdom. So please wait until that beautiful fortune is given to you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Renesha. You're going to know if that is good for you or not, beautiful. I'm not sure you're really going to be happy into that altogether, sweetie. Let's go see what the angels have to say to you, Watson. All right, Watson, love is coming on in for you. Ace of Cups. You also need to know that I'm getting over here the Fool. The Fool is telling me that it's not time to jump on in yet, but you do need to know that it is going to be jumping on in time, coming quite soon for you. You also need to know that onto Elizabetha's side, there is some healing that needs to be done. So even when we do leave the other, yes, we have cut those cords. Yes, we have moved on forward, but we still need a little bit of that tampon time where we're going to be able to take care of ourselves. We're going to be able to absorb those shocks and those emotions and that transition. So there's going to be a little bit of a transitioning sign and time that's going to be there for you. Other than that, I'm definitely going to have to say over here that it is about beautiful determination. Keep on moving towards what you want, towards what you desire, because ultimately love is no doubt coming your way. You're moving into a phase, Watson, where so many different things are just kind of putting themselves into place. It's as if you have this big puzzle of your life and things were going, well, pretty well. You had a couple little things here and there, but things are going fairly well. And now all these pieces are just kind of magically bringing themselves together for you. So I'm going to say altogether, the angels are telling you that good things are coming on forward. You need to continue with your determination. You need to continue moving on forward with what you're doing at this moment. And if we move on forward over here to angel message, another angel message, but not from the tarot, from the message cards. Your angels are congratulating you for your progress along your soul's journey. This is a good sign that success is on its way towards you. Be resilient and continue to persevere onto your beautiful path. So I'm definitely going to have to say, this makes sense. This is good. This is pretty much what I have been telling you. Let's go see our soul message, our soulmate messages. All right, into our soulmate messages. Stop taking life so seriously. Achievements and possessions will pale into significance when your soul's journey back home to the light from which everything just kind of stems. Let's go and get some messages. If I take one card out, let's go and see what this one card is. And meanwhile, I'm just going to go before I do take out that card and make sure that everything is good into PayPal world. And then I'm going to give you that message. On. Let's go back over here. All right, Watson. Okay, PayPal is not being very nice with me. All right, now we've got it. So what message do we have for you, sweetie? If there was one single thing that we could say, what would it be? All right. I'm going to say over here, I'm getting our Eight of Swords. Now, our Eight of Swords followed on out by our Wheel of Fortune. Also getting over here, our Ten of Pentacles is definitely saying to me that, you know what? I feel ultimately over here, if we had something we want to tell you is we're not ready right now. We're not ready for this relationship. We are manifesting it. We're trying to make things possible so we do get this relationship together. Ultimately, we want to have some happiness. We want to have some acceptance. We want to have some beautiful prosperity together. So I'm going to say, I feel as though beautiful things will be coming your way. But Elizabeth, I want you to know that a little bit of time is going to be necessary onto this, sweetie. Let me go and give you some more messages. And I'm going to say Juanson and Lilith. It is abnormally very slow tonight. So I'm going to say after Juanson, let's just stop the lives for tonight and let's just go and rest, guys. So I'm going to say in 5 minutes, the live will be over, okay? So let me just go and see over here. Let's go and rest our beautiful souls tonight, guys. It is a sign from the spirits. Right, let's go over here and let me give you some message cards coming from the Hermit deck. Oh, Amy, if you have any questions, please do post them out, sweetie. Go for it. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. So, Amy, please do post your questions. You're most likely going to be the last reading of the night, sweetie. Thank you, Juanson and Lilith. I say relax your beautiful souls, drink some tea, watch some TV, rest with a beautiful blanket, and dream away. Have yourself the most beautiful evening is what I have to say. It is, isn't it, Lilith? It has not happened in months, but I mean, really, that's okay. You know what? It is a time, and it is just a moment from Spirit to say, you know what? Get off the computer and go and relax, guys. So that's what we're going to do. So, Ace of Cups followed out by I don't want to lose you. I also want you to know that I definitely do mean what it is that I do say to you. Ace of Pentacles, wanting beginnings, wanting to be with you, or record some music, absolutely. Onto my side, it's going to be, why don't you just go shop and watch a movie? That's what I'm going to do. Ultimately, we're sorry. We're sorry for not being able to be with you at this moment. We also want you to know that you ultimately do matter to us so very much. And you're so incredibly, well, I'll say beautiful, but I'll say actually handsome. Why would you even choose me is what she is wondering. Hello, Ramadana. Nice to see you. Oh, you did not miss anything, my beautiful Megan, sweetie. Yes, I know, right? So, let's go see over here. Just one moment. Oh, yes, that's it. Okay, Juanson, let's go and give you some more beautiful messages. Let's go for it. And I want to go with this one. Here we go. I want you to know that I do think of you daily. When you're not around, I miss your smile. I do need a little bit more time, though. I definitely do. I want you to know that I think about you all the time. I'm also wondering, I think you kind of deserve better than me, though, because I can't quite give you what it is that you deserve right here, right now. I also want you to know that I want to be as honest as I can with you. Ultimately, you make me feel better. You make me feel happy. I want to fix this because you are pure perfection to me. Thank you, Amy, for posting. Let's go see Ramadana. Who's Raymond's talking on WhatsApp? Anybody that he likes? Let's go see. Yeah, these WhatsApp things, right? IG follows them all the time also, apparently. Yes. I've never seen the app before. I have no idea what it is other than when you talk with somebody, like your points go up. I don't know what that is. Let's go see. So for Ramadana, followed out by Amy. Who's Raymond talking on WhatsApp? Anybody that he does like. Anybody that he does like. All right. Ultimately over here, our hanged man is telling me that we do want some movements into our life, but this person that we are talking to at this moment, they do make us happy. They do. I do feel as though this is somebody that we do get along with well, but is this somebody that we want to have a relationship with? Is this somebody that we ultimately like love-wise? I'm going to say no onto this one. I'm not seeing it whatsoever. I don't feel as though there is a relationship that could even be possible into all of this. I don't feel as though he is interested. So I'm going to say it is a friend. They do talk every once in a while, but nothing much more from that, sweetie. So I say don't worry about it, my beautiful. And let me go see. So ultimately over here, Ramadana, this is a friend. It is a friend that has no benefits, that has no desires. It is a friend, nothing much more, sweetie. Amy, how did your son and daughter-in-law feel about your babysit today? And before we do finish up, I would need, I think your name is Megan. Let me go and see. Just one moment. Megan, whose phone crashed. There you go, Megan. If you have a question, please do post it because we're going to be finishing our live earlier tonight. And I mean, as you said, you've been wanting to be here for the longest of time. Post me your question, sweetie. I'll answer you before we finish. You're all ready, aren't you, Watson? You're such an enabler. Okay. Let's go and see. Laura, how did your son and daughter-in-law feel about your babysit today? I think it was absolutely lovely. I think that must have been such a beautiful moment for you. I mean, 5.5 hours when you're not used to having babies around you can be an eternity, my dear gosh. But I mean, so loving, so beautiful, just the most precious moments, right? So I hope, and I know that you did take every moment in and you just kind of absorbed it. Good for you, sweetie. I'm going to say over here, you know what? I feel as though they were really, really happy. I feel like they wanted to offer you this moment. I feel like this is something that they have been wanting to offer you for quite some time. They want you to have some memories. They want you to have some time. They want you, and they thought that this would bring some happiness, some changes, some good things for you today. And this is what they ultimately wanted. And I feel like this is what they got. So I'm going to say they knew that you would be a great babysitter. There's no doubt about it. They're just really happy that you did have that good connection and things really did go well. I will check that out, Megan. Thank you for posting. And let me just go see over here, Amy, what else you did have. You feel blessing. I feel blessings coming. What are they? Your future? What is it that you do need to know? Let's go and figure that out together. So what blessings are coming your way? What do you need to know? And what is ultimately your future? the blessings that are coming on in and what it is that you need to know are somewhat correlated together. I'm going to say this is all about happiness. It's about success that's coming into your way. So the success, of course, is coming from the fruits of your labor, all that work that you're doing, everything that you're putting on forward. So this is where that beauty is coming on in for you. So that in itself is what you need to know. The more you work upon it, the more success you're going to get, and the more happy you're going to get, the more advancement you're going to get, the more clarity you're going to get. Ultimately, the more you move on forward with your business, more happiness is also coming to your way. So what you need to know into your blessings is happiness. It is success. This is about, honestly, it is about having and viewing life through another lens, if you will. Seeing it through with different people, different energy, different vibes, different situations, and every single one of these elements are going to add themselves up to give you the most perfect moment, to give you the most perfect outcome, which is on its way. So I say you need to keep on working, and you're going to see every single thing that's going to add on up, that's going to bring all these beautiful blessings into your life. So your blessings are happiness and success all together. As for your life coming on up, what it is that you need to know that you do need to be a little bit on guard. I feel like sometimes Cancer might try to kind of reach out to you, but it's not going to be anything serious, sweetie. We just kind of want to get back into that cycle, and that cycle is toxic for you. It is not good for you because ultimately he is not wanting to leave his wife. So you're always going to be a little bit second onto that side. So I'm going to put a big red flag onto that, into what you need to know. And you said, or should I get both with crystals? What should you get with both with crystals? Hold on. I don't know exactly. I'm missing a part over here, Amy. I'm getting over here what it is that you need to know. You're feeling blessed, and you're talking about your grandson. And then you said, should I get both with crystals? But I don't know what both are with crystals. So please do let me know what that question is over there. Okay, Amy? In the meanwhile, I'm going to go and answer Megan, and I'll come back and answer your question. Please do just specify that for me. Megan, your question would be, is there anything left between you and Paul? It's been a tough battle. If nothing comes to you, that are things with getting back into work and financially. Okay, let me go and see. So, are you guys going to be back together between you and Paul? Okay, so we are with Megan. I am waiting for a clarification coming from Amy with those crystals. And then we'll be ending up the lives for tonight, guys. So I am getting over here some justice, followed on out by our Ace of Swords. We're still thinking about you, you and Paul. We're still thinking, sweetie, but are we going to be having a reconciliation? As much as I would love to say yes, and I would sure love to, Megan. Honestly, I know that you would love to. I just feel as though it's not really going to be happening, beautiful. I do feel as though things are just into his mind anyways, into Paul's mind. I feel like everything is somewhat clear. I do know that we do still think about you. We think about the memories. We think about the good times together. But we just don't feel like this relationship is the one that is meant for us at this moment. So we're not ready to be into that committed relationship with you right now. So ultimately, I'm going to say a no. Although we do think about you, and sometimes we would like to kind of just reconnect to see if there's anything that we could do. Ultimately, we always come back to the conclusion that we don't quite feel as though this is right for us at this moment. So I'm unfortunately going to have to say between you and Paul, reconciliation, I will say a no, unless there's a great energy change. Financially speaking, let me go see if anything gets better or not. All right. financially speaking, is anything truly getting better? I'm getting over here our strength, our Ace of Cups. It will get better. Something is going to be offered to you. Something that is going to be very passionate, very close to your heart. Something that's going to be interesting. But at the same time, I feel like you are actually going to be having some doubts. Should you do it or should you not? You're going to be wondering. Ultimately, you are going to take this option. You are going to take this offer that is going to be given to you. So I'm going to say, will things get better? I do feel as though something is going to be offered. I do feel like it is going to make you happy. Is it going to bring a lot of money? I don't feel so, but it is going to bring you abundance, love-wise, passion-wise, financially. It's going to offer you a certain stability, sweetie, and I'm going to say that is within the following 2 months. Beautiful. Sending you so much love. So glad that you could come and join us tonight, Megan. It is my great pleasure, sweetie. Ramadana, thank you. You sell your aprons and advertise your business at a town festival. Okay, let's go see that. So should you do that? Oh, Megan, you know what? I say for the moment, I don't see it, but it doesn't say that it doesn't mean it's not going to happen into the future. Sometimes the energy changes. Sometimes we end up in different relationships, different people, different times, different divine timing. And that really just kind of changes the cards altogether. So ultimately, I'm going to say it's not the divine timing for this moment, but it's not to say that it's never going to happen into the future, sweetie. It is my great pleasure, Megan, sweetie. Come back and see us whenever you want, whenever you can, beautiful. We're here every single night, same time. Ultimately, over here, should you, Amy, sell your aprons and advertise your business at a town festival? Ultimately, I know that you are thinking between both of them over here, and I'm going to say go on with both of them. The more you do, the better it is going to be. Advertise, advertise, advertise. You need to be stronger. You need to be better. You need to be more heard. Ultimately, it is not always even about the person who has the best product. It is about the person who is more known, the person who you think about, the person who you heard was a deal, or you heard had really great products, or you just heard that publicity about them. So I'm definitely going to have to say both of them onto this one, Amy. You too, beautiful Megan. That being said, we are going to end this live reading for tonight a little bit earlier. I'm going to say I love you to every single one of you guys. Thank you for coming on in tonight. And we will see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. And again, sending so many blessings to every single one of you guys. So beautiful to see you here tonight. Lilith, sending you the biggest hug into the whole world. I love you, sweetie. Amy, oh, everything's going to be okay, sweetie. Really. And Juanson, you sing away, sweetie. See you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. Good night, everybody.